Welcome to Layton's Mystery Journey. Ooh, I forgot. I printed out the guide. We accept. Okay. Oh, that's cool. For those of you that don't know, like me, you can sync across devices. Yeah, we're not going to do this right now, obviously. Hey. I have started the game on my DS, but it's been a little while, so welcome to Layton's Mystery Journey. Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy. These are some of my favorite games. Although this one, so far, there we go. I don't know if it'll let me. Galaxy Oh. Enter name for save games. Okay, just remember it's all fictional. Touch the screen during an animated scene to display the playback menu icon. Touch that to toggle portrait landscape mode or to skip a scene. Ooh, cool. I don't know, if I switch to landscape, that might actually disorient you, right?
Dear Lucy, I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening streets.
Here we go.
Any mystery solved? That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto.
So she is the daughter of Professor Layton, who is a detective. And now she's talking about how she's gone on to kind of carry on his work.
I can't wait to find out what mysteries are waiting for me. You must come and visit me if you have the time. Yours faithfully, Katrielle.
Prologue. Lady and a Tramp.
There, all done.
Hey, you there!
Who said that? Was it you?
Can you really solve any mystery?
Oh, a talking dog.
You're not surprised?
It's only talking.
Only talking? Is it true? Oh, I want some proof. Can you really solve any mystery? Seeing you hang that sign gives me an idea. Let's see you try your paw at this puzzle.
Care for a cake? Alright, so when you're done, I'm going to reread the puzzle, but there's usually these instructions. First, when you attempt a puzzle, be sure to read the explanation carefully. Alright. Touch the up arrow to the right of the puzzle summary text to display the explanation in full again on the top half of the screen. When you want to close the explanation window, simply touch Close Full Explanation. Okay, easy enough. If you touch down arrow on the other side of the puzzle summary text, the explanation will be shown on the bottom half of the screen instead. In that case, you can close it by touching anywhere on the explanation window. Got it. Thank you. Okay, so now let's read our puzzle. But it looks like they want this K to be there. The letter K has fallen down, from the sign above the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. You can move the triangles around by sliding them, and you can rotate them by touching them. When the K is formed, the success message will be displayed automatically. Place the triangles carefully. Yeah, I remember this being pretty sensitive. Although I'm forgetting now how to... I'm trying to remember. It's something. Excuse me. Thank you. Nope. I think I did it backwards. Is that a K? What does a K look like, Galaxy Bro? Jeez. Oh, man. Sorry, that's the only good news. So it's been a little while. So this will go over here. Sorry, I'm starting off strong here. I'm kidding. About starting off strong. Okay. In other words, I'm not starting off strong. Oh, man. Is that not okay? I think it's very sensitive. Oh, no. Are you serious? This? Is that okay? How about that? Am I doing something wrong? I'm gonna have to go get the guide here. I'm sorry. What am I doing wrong? Is that okay? Or am I making stuff up? Like I said, it's been long enough where I forget the solution, which is good. Oh, is this okay? Oh my gosh. Come on, that's okay. It's okay. Is that not okay? Come on. That's a K now. Alright, we got the K. We just have to do it, right? Like this. We got the K. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, does it need to be like this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't worry, I got you. Especially on the second one. You did it. The sign is fixed and the shop is open again. Care for cake, anyone? I like the dialogue. Picarots, or pie carrots, I'm pretty sure they're called picarots, are both what are picarots? Picarots are both a commodity you earn by completing puzzles and a measure of puzzle difficulty. The higher a puzzle's picarot value is, and by the way, 20 is pretty low, sorry about that, the harder that puzzle will be. Each time you get a puzzle wrong, the available picarots diminish, so think carefully before you answer. What are picarots? The special end-of-game save includes some bonuses, among which you'll find a top-secret file. The more picarots you've amassed while playing the game, the more earth-shattering the revelations you'll find inside it. Whoa. I'm not going to read these, but basically they just say the puzzle has been added to the puzzle index.
Right. You seem to be up to scratch.
Thank you. Why don't you step inside? So, what can I do for you?
Look at me. It's obvious.
What?
I'm a talking dog.
Yes, I can see that,
And? Right then. And I have Come on. I'm a talking dog.
Got anything else? A diabolical box that kills you? A letter from the future? A relic from an ancient civilization? Nothing like that?
Nothing.
Well, this is my first inquiry. Perhaps it's fake. All right then. Any clues?
Well, not everyone can hear me talking. Some can, some can't. It's very rare to find someone who can, actually. That dog! It just spoke!
And here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, he's my assistant. I told him I didn't need help. He won't listen.
Everybody dog it. No one wants that. What's all this about, Miss Layton?
This talking dog wants me to solve the mystery of who he is and where he comes from. So, we've had our first inquiry.
Incredible, miss. Such a fascinating case from day one. Your reputation obviously precedes you.
So, I don't believe you told me your name.
Ernest. Ernest Greaves, miss.
That's just what he's like.
I see. Have I said something wrong?
Anyway,
I can't even remember my own name.
well, do you remember anything else at all?
I've got a vague memory of a tower or something falling down, and then lightning flashing across the sky.
That's it.
Goodness, golly, not much to go on, is it? Who are you?
It certainly isn't. I've no other cases at the moment, so why not? I'll do what I can.
You will? Well, that's great.
Oh, but I must insist on my fee, even for man's best friend.
I'm not poor.
Well, here's the paperwork then. Now, you'll need a name. How about Shirl?
Sure.
You said you can't remember your name. So, I've thought of one for you, with inspiration from the famous Sherlock Holmes. It really suits you.
Oh, that's splendid, sir. Being named after such a prestigious figure, I mean. Like I say, who asked you, anyway?
Look. Here. Shirl O.C. Combs. Shirl is a great name.
For a girl.
Don't yap, Shirl.
Stop calling me that. Surely there's no need to get angry. Cat, are you in?
Ah. Inspector Hastings.
Yes, please. Inspector Hastings, whatever is the matter? You look positively beside yourself. You won't believe what's happened. Who is this loud-mouthed and long-nosed Nick? He's got more collar than me. This is Inspector Hastings, sir, from Scotland Yard. Despite appearances, he's actually responsible for ensuring London's safety. What's that mutt doing here? Don't tell me you're gone and bought yourself a pet cat. A pet? A pet? Do I look like a pet? Don't answer that. It looks as though Inspector Hastings can't understand what you're saying, Shirl. Of course he can. Like I said, it's an exclusive club. Most people just hear woofs and barks. And yet, in a straw poll of those present here, 2 out of 3 are in the club. Very exclusive. I can't help it if Super Snitch here isn't one of the enlightened ones. What are you muttering about, Cat? Sorry, Inspector. To answer your question, no, Shirl here isn't a pet. Rather, he's my very first client. The first to have signed on the dotted line and enlist my services. Well, strictly speaking, miss, he can't sign anything, of course. He's digitally impaired. An excellent observation, Ernest. Let me rephrase that, then. The first to have put his paw print on my paperwork. Is this some kind of wind-up? Well, anyway, we haven't got time to be discussing pets. I've got a case I need you on, Cat, and I need you on it right now. How intriguing. Why the urgency, and why do you need me in particular, Inspector? Because we all know you're the best. You proved that when you've helped me out in the past. With your little gray cells on the case, we'll have it solved in no time. I think, I hope, well, probably. His confidence in you is inspiring, Kat. I love the dialogue in this game, I really do. So I guess we'll go to the first other save point where I can save. Yeah. Don't you worry, Inspector. There's not a case in the world that Miss Layton couldn't crack. They have a good dynamic. Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency motto, you know. Well, let's hope you can put your money where your mouth is, because we need all the help we can get on this one. Perhaps it's time you told us what has actually happened, Inspector. Well, it's hard to believe, to be honest. I mean, you'd never expect something like this to get nicked. Something's been stolen. A burglary case, is it? Of sorts, yeah. But not your average run-of-the-mill burglary. Oh, this affects everyone in London, in the whole of Britain. Gosh, really? Whatever could be so important? I think you better just come to the scene. Then I'll explain everything. Everything. That sounds like a very good idea. Lead the way. Hello? Isn't there a little matter we're forgetting here? What about figuring out my true identity? Oh, yes. Well, the trouble is, this new case just sounds a lot more interesting. I love the dynamic. Interesting? You decide which cases to investigate based on how interesting they are, do you? Exactly. I'm glad you understand. Well, pardon me for only being a talking dog. I really must try harder to be more interesting. Oh, no, Shirley, don't be like that. Your case is important to us, but we're experiencing a high volume of enquiries at present, and you've had one new enquiry. One. Never mind. Clearly, the inspector here has his knickers in a twist about something. Let him jump the queue if he has to. Good, that's settled then. Now let's get to the scene and start investigating. Where are we going, Inspector? Just down the road, as it happens, to Big Ben. Big Ben? The Elizabeth Tower, I presume. Not Burly Ben, who lives a few doors down, surely. So yeah, in this, we only get to do case one, but like I said, this leads us back to some other cases we were working on. Good gracious, the hour hand is missing. Yep, I'm afraid so. It was reported to us in the morning. So that's what this is all about. One of the hands from the clock tower has been stolen. Unbelievable, isn't it? We've got to catch the hooligan who did it and get the hand back. Quick smart. But there are 4 clock faces on the Elizabeth Tower, aren't there? Even if this 1 hour hand is missing, the other 3 faces will still show the correct time, surely? That's right. I mean, certainly it can be a little inconvenient, perhaps, but to describe this as affecting all of Britain, isn't that rather an exaggeration? Yeah, my better half said the same thing, but it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. Problem is, we're due a visit tomorrow from Ambassador Fudu Fafa. Oh, yes. Sorry. I remember reading about it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does that have to do with the Elizabeth Tower? The ambassador's going to be received at a venue inside of the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. And as a symbol of the timeless friendship and cooperation between our two lands, they plan on giving him a present. A pendant modeled on the ends of Big Ben. Oh dear. Yeah. So you can only imagine that the conversation's gotta turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point. And it's not gonna look too clever if the very hands the pendant is modelled on have been half-inched by some low-life scoundrel the Met can't catch. Obviously it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a blooming disgrace is what it is. I see. So that's why you're intent on tracking down the culprit and recovering the missing hand before tomorrow's engagement. Exactly. We really need your help on this one, Kat. Of course, I'll do everything I can. Our national pride is at stake here, as you say. Well, that's a relief. I was worried you'd turned me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its own investigations at the same time. It's all hands on deck. I've got officers scouring the area around the tower so you can ask them if they've got any leads. Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once. Gosh, miss, it's so rousing when you take the bull by its horns like this. By the horns? Oh, no, wait a minute. What now? Well, as this is our first case since the establishment of the Layton Detective Agency, I'd better show you the ropes. Let me explain how I like to carry out my investigations. Oh, yes, please do, Miss Layton. Firstly, touch the magnifying glass, investigate icon, at the corner of the lower half of the screen, switch into investigation mode. In investigation mode, the cursor on the upper half of the screen changes to be a magnifying glass. Slide on the screen as if you were drawing a line to move the magnifying glass around. Sometimes, when you move the magnifying glass over a particular point, it will turn orange. When you identify a point of interest like that, tap briefly on the lower half of the screen to find out what's there. It's not like the touch and slide motion you use to move the magnifying glass around. It's a short peck. You can also investigate anything that catches your eye on the upper screen simply by touching it. So slide on the lower half of the screen to move the magnifying glass around, then tap to investigate. Alright, I think I've got the hang of that. Sorry. The dog is... Alright, just give me one sec, sorry. Okay. Just give me 1 sec. Got the hang of licking in boots? Yep. Sorry, I mean, you're a fast learner, Pinstripes. So let's get straight down to business and start investigating. Let's start with the top of that lamppost, shall we? Investigate the lamppost. Hey. Hint coin. Golly, a little coin dropped down. Look. Yes, that's a hint coin. They can buy you hints when you're solving puzzles. Of course, like real money, once you spend them, they're gone. So only use them when you really need to. You'll find them hidden in all sorts of places, so leave no stone unturned. I see. So hint coins are shy little creatures, aren't they? Are they? Come on, Kat. What are you dawdling there for, eh? The case, woman, the case. Now, Inspector. Less haste, more speed. Investigations need to be carried out carefully, and above all, you must record everything at each step. Teaching grandmother... Sorry. I don't know what some of these expressions are. Just give me a sec here. Teaching grandma to... Hold on. Teaching grandma to suck eggs, aren't you? Let's just go over the most important items in my bag. Touch the bag icon in the corner of the lower half of the screen to open up the bag menu. Kat's journal contains all my notes about the investigation so far. Very useful for recapping. To archive the case history, choose Save from the menu. That will make a record of the story so far. This is the puzzle index. Any puzzles we encounter are recorded in here, so you can tackle ones you've already completed again if the mood takes you. That's where that one puzzle went. If you also delve into my wardrobe from time to time, I can pop into some different outfits. I think Ernest might like that. Blimey, you got enough of that bag of yours, cat? Ever heard of tidying? It's the crazy idea where you it's this crazy idea where you actually get rid of stuff you don't need. Oh no, it's perfectly fine as it is. The trick with any handbag is to know where to find everything and what to use when. Good, that's covered the fundamentals of the investigative process. Now it's time to put theory into practice and investigate the clock tower. The clocks are awfully high off the ground, though, aren't they? Then you must zoom in, Ernest. Zoom in, miss? How do you do that? Sometimes you may notice the magnifying glass color changing to blue instead of orange while you're investigating. That indicates a place where you can zoom in and take a closer look. All you have to do is tap the lower half of the screen. Very natty. Very nice. Well, it's extremely important to be thorough when you're investigating, you see. So, why don't you zoom in now and take a closer look at the clock face? No. What we're going to do is open your bag now that we have it. We got your journals, which I guess as a part of this YouTube thing I'll read. I typically don't read these because they're just, well, you'll see. Things are hectic at the agency already, and I've only just hung the sign. An amnesiac talking dog, Cheryl, wants me to discover his true identity. And Inspector Hastings was hot on his heels with an urgent case. One of the hands of Big Ben is missing. This one's actually pretty good, so it's kind of cool that they let you start off here. Pick out an outfit for Katrielle and then touch change to have her change into it. You can have Kat give you a slow twirl, Ernest, using the rotate arrow buttons, and inspect her getup more closely using the magnifying glass button. The outfit Katrielle is currently wearing is tagged with this label. To acquire new outfits for Kat, return to the title screen and enter the downloadable content shop. Nice. Ooh, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. These are all, oh, look at this. That's how they get you. Daddy's girl. Wait, what is she doing dressed up as Luke? This is Emmy. Anton. Some references to the prior games. Not enough to concern us.
That was great, I think.
Cool. I think the music might be a little loud, so I might adjust that. Here we go. I think that's good. You'll have to let me know. Cool. We'll go ahead and save for now then. We've been playing for 27 minutes. Sorry about that. It was a little longer than I intended, but hope you enjoyed it. And try to check the playlist in the description. There should be one similar, wink wink, to this, so you can see more. Or hopefully we'll have another one of these for you soon. So hopefully either way, we'll Super Mario Galaxy you super soon.